figure comes from around the side of the house.
I think it's a girl, but I can't be sure because the figure has a hood over its head. It wears red athletic shorts, a hooded gray sweatshirt, but no shoes. It's about 5'9". I finally see her.
It's definitely a her.
Come running around the corner. The sweatshirt's off now, tied around her waist so I can see her face and her hair.
She looks at me, and she has sunshine-colored hair in a ponytail and clear eyes, like water.
The mildest blue I've ever seen, and she keeps running. Each morning I'm there. Though I hide myself, I don't think she sees me. One day, I decide to progress the relationship and follow her. I'm in my jeans, my boots, and an old white t-shirt, and she's way out in front of me.
The girl strides.
I struggle. Then I start running. I feel like I'm in an Olympic 400-meter final. Now, I feel like exactly what I am, a suburban taxi driver who doesn't exercise enough.
She stops running. She knows.
I think she can feel that I'm here for her.
Some time etches past, and she finally looks at me properly.
Why are you following me?
I stand there, among my tiredness, and speak.
I'm not sure yet. You're not a pervert or something, are you? No. You're not much of a runner, are you?
I savor that voice for a moment. It tastes like strawberry on my lips.
No, I'm not.
She runs away.
I watch her and her bare feet lightly touch the earth. I like that sound. It reminds me of her voice. I go to the athletics meet that's on every weekend during the summer. She's there, and I find her sitting with her father.
The under 15's 1,500 meters is called, and she stands up, brushing dry grass from her shorts.
Good luck, Sophie.
Sophie. I like it. I hear it in my mind and place that name carefully to her face. It fits nicely.
She's in the front of the pack next to one other girl. They run together, but at the end, the other girl finishes more strongly. The spiked shoes come off Sophie's feet. She looks at them and sighs.
I thought these were meant to be good luck.
I can only assume that they've been handed down from her mother or perhaps another successful relative. As they sit on the ground, I take a closer look at those shoes. They're faded blue and yellow, they're old and worn through, and they're wrong. This girl deserves better.
Sophie loses again the next week at athletics, this time in the 800. She doesn't run the same in those patchy old shoes. She needs something better to even come close to how she runs in the mornings. That's when she's true. She's apart, almost out of herself.
Early next Saturday morning, I go to her house and knock on the door. Her father answers.
Can I help you?
I'm holding a shoebox in my right hand, and the man looks down at it.
I've got a delivery for your daughter, Sophie. I hope they're the right size.
The shoebox passes between our hands, and the man looks confused.
Just tell her a guy brought her some new shoes.
He looks at me like I'm heavily intoxicated.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
I turn around and start walking away, but he calls me back.
Wait.
Yes, sir?
He holds the box out, puzzled, lifting it into the conversation.
I know.
The box is empty.
The meet is later that day. She gets called for the 1,500, and she goes barefoot.
I smile at the thought of it. Barefoot shoes. Just don't let her get stepped on.
A few minutes later, her father approaches the fence. The race begins, and Sophie gets tripped up on the back straight after a lap. She falls among the lead group of 5, and the rest of them stretch out, up to maybe 25 meters in the front. But she gets back up. There are 2 laps to run, and she's still well behind. She gets the first 2 runners easily.
She's running like she does in the morning. There's no strain. The only thing that you can see on her is the feeling of freedom and the purest sense that she's alive. All she needs now is that hood and the red pants.
Her bare feet carry her past the 3rd one, and soon she's up alongside her nemesis. She goes past her and holds her with 200 to go.
Just like the mornings, and the people have stopped to watch. They saw her fall and stand and keep going. Now they watch her out in front. Beyond anything that's ever been done on a normal weekend in this town, the discus has stopped and the high jump. Everything has.
All there is the girl with sunshine hair and a killer voice breathing and being in front. The other girl comes at her and she pushes from the lead. There's blood on Sophie's knees from the fall, and she also got spiked.
But this is how it has to be. The last 100 meters nearly kill her. I can see the pain tightening on her face.
Her bare feet lead on their way across the balding grass. She almost smiles from the pain, from the beauty of it. She's out of herself, barefoot.
More alive than anyone I've ever witnessed.
They run at the line, and the other girl wins, like always. As they go over the line, Sophie collapses, and down there on the ground, she rolls onto her back and looks up at the sky. There's an ache in her arms and an ache in her legs and heart.
But on her face is the beauty of the morning. And for the first time, I think she recognizes it. 5:30 a.m.
Sophie's father claps, like always, only this time, he's not alone.
I hear her feet behind me.
I just wanted to say thanks for getting you spiked and hurt. No.
Thanks, Ed.
It's a pleasure.
I'm about to leave when she asks.
Ed? Sophie?
It shocks her that I know her name.
Are you some kind of saint or something?
Inside, I laugh. Me, a saint. I list what I am. A taxi driver, local deadbeat, cornerstone of mediocrity, pathetic card player.
No, I'm not a saint, Sophie. I'm just another stupid human.